Hi, I'm Brogan Hayes, and you're watching One to Watch. This week is another bumper week in Irish cinemas with the release of Maleficent, Jimmy's Hall, and A Million Ways to Die in the West, but none of those are this week's One to Watch. Instead, this week's One to Watch is Edge of Tomorrow. Directed by Doug Liman, who brought us The Bourne Identity, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Jumper, and Swingers. Edge of Tomorrow is based on a Japanese novel called All You Need Is Kill. The title was changed at some point during production, which may or may not have been the best idea. Certainly All You Need Is Kill would have got people's attention, but we have Edge of Tomorrow. Film stars Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt, who are soldiers with varying degrees of expertise in a war against aliens or mimics who have invaded Earth and are intent on wiping out the human population. At some point during a battle, Tom Cruise's character inherits the ability to repeat the same day over and over again, therefore learning from his mistakes, but when he dies, he goes back to the beginning of the day. Rather like a video game, that when you die in the middle of a level, you go back to the beginning of the level. There's touches of Groundhog Day in there and source code, and as I mentioned, any video game you care to mention, any of them. It's just a video game type scenario. But the good news is that Edge of Tomorrow is actually a whole lot of fun. Director Doug Liman has made Tom Cruise's character comedic and rather funny, certainly for the first half of the film, which is something we haven't seen Tom Cruise do for a while. I mean, we've seen him do like straight up almost parody of himself with Les Grossman at the end of Tropic Thunder, but it's been a while since he's played the more comedic roles as opposed to his actiony roles. And here he's combining the two, and there are some really, really funny moments where he's just showing his complete lack of experience, his complete cowardice. There's a great scene where he thinks he's got everything figured out, and he's running, hell for leather, Tom Cruise run, onto the battlefield. He has everything sussed, he knows what's going to happen. Truck just comes along, takes him out. And these are the little laughs that we get along the way. Emily Blunt takes on the role of Rita, also known as the Full Metal Bitch, for her skills in the battlefield. She is the soldier from which Bill Cage, Tom Cruise's character, is going to learn all of his skills and find out what in the name of heck is happening to him. And the thing that's great about their relationship, yes, there's great chemistry between them, and yes, it seems that both of them enjoyed these new kick-ass personas that they took on, and certainly Emily Blunt seems to be having a great time consistently shooting Tom Cruise in the head. But there's no shoehorned in love story. They're allowed to be friends, they're allowed to be colleagues, they're allowed to respect one another without, falling in love and giving to everybody something to fight for. It's not that kind of film, which is a nice, refreshing change. As well as these two, the film stars Brendan Gleeson, who I really didn't expect to turn up in a Tom Cruise film, Laura Pulver, who is in Sherlock, Noah Taylor, and Bill Paxton as this amazing fast-talking Sergeant General who just won't take any rubbish from Tom Cruise's character and sets him straight every single time. And the joy is watching the tables turn as Tom Cruise's character repeats the day over and over again. Doug Liman has taken the story and absolutely run with it. He's seen the comedic possibilities that come from having someone repeat the same day over and over again. He's also taken a leaf from Groundhog Day's book, and rather than going back to the very beginning of each day every single time, he presumes knowledge on behalf of the audience and keeps the story moving and allows the action to develop. And at a certain point, it just feels like we're going on this journey without the constant interruptions and leveling up again and again and again. In all, Edge of Tomorrow is a really funny, surprisingly funny, kick-ass, exciting action film. The aliens are really well designed and they don't look like anything you've ever seen before. Yeah, we don't really know why they come to Earth, but that's not the point of the story here. We don't see the beginning of the invasion, we just about see the end. Again, not the point of the story. The point of the story is this man coming to terms with the fact that he's living the same day over and over again, and at some point he may lose this ability, and he is the key to solving the war, so he'd want to sort stuff out before he loses his ability. Tom Cruise obviously has fun playing a little bit of a coward. Emily Blunt just kicks all kinds of ass, alien ass, Tom Cruise's ass, everybody. She's just fantastic. The only thing that lets Edge of Tomorrow down is the final 5 minutes. I'm not going to say anything more than that, but suffice it to say that when I watched these 5 minutes, I went, oh. And it sort of killed the atmosphere and the enjoyment that I'd had for the film up until that point. A shame. When you've seen the film, you'll know what I'm talking about, and I can see why they decided to do what they did, but it just still feels a little bit blah. Out of 10, I give Edge of Tomorrow 8. It's the best Tom Cruise blockbuster we have seen in quite some time, and the most fun we've seen Tom Cruise having in quite some time. Emily Blunt is fantastic. She absolutely sparkles up there on the screen. The chemistry between the two is fantastic, but that ending, whew, my god, that lets it down badly. Until next week, keep commenting, keep tweeting me at Movie Haze to let me know which one to watch classic you would like me to do. A couple of votes have come in already for Jurassic Park, but I suggested that in my last video, so if you have any other films that you would like me to watch and review for One to Watch Classic, please let me know. And until next week, I've been Brogan Hayes, and this has been One to Watch.